What's up, guys? Here back with another video. Alright, let's see, my volume's good. We are going to be talking about upcoming severe weather threat and winter storm possibilities. I am very sick, so don't just if you hear the fact that I'm coughing a lot, sorry. Yeah. So we are going to talk about the storm reports. So, I mean, look, 245 storm reports, wind reports. There's a big line of storms that produces tons of damaging wind gusts in the Northeast. And man, it was crazy. But yeah, just flooded with storm reports. We are going to talk about how there's multiple slight risks of severe weather and a day 4 slight risk of severe weather. All in the panhandle of Florida and basically this in Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, those type of areas in the South, are all being impacted by this event. And a lot of areas are being impacted by this 3 times. Like some areas in the panhandle and like areas like Mobile. So your day 1 threat is a small threat. It's a very small threat of severe weather. It's really just zoned in a small area, and like Mobile, Pensacola, Biloxi, Pritchard, Ferry Pass, Florida, those type of areas, and then New Orleans, Battery, Gulf Port, Marrero, Chalmette. I'm probably saying a lot of this wrong, but just correct me if I am. I don't think I've got most of this. I think I got most of this right, but maybe a little for the marginal risk people. Probably didn't get that as right. The tornado threat is basically in the same exact area. You got a big area of 2% and a 5% risk of severe weather into Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida. There's also the same thing, 15% risk of wind in this area, and then a 5% chance of hail. So a lower hail threat, more of a wind and a tornado threat for today. I do think that there could be a tornado or two being possible in this area. If it does get significant enough, I will end up live streaming today. But if it doesn't, then I won't. But there's a chance. So on Boys Weather stream account, be on the lookout because I might be doing a live stream. There's a bigger slight risk of severe weather, which I think this will be a bigger event. With a marginal and a slight risk in Tallahassee, Savannah, Charleston, North Charleston, and Albany, Jacksonville, Columbus, Gainesville, Fayetteville, North Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina. And then you got a 2% in a big area, and then a 5% into Georgia and South Carolina, in a little area in Florida. And then the wind risk is the same thing, basically, in the area. And then your hail risk is mostly into North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia, and not really in the Florida area. And then your day 4 outlook, which I probably will live stream, maybe, there's a chance, if I'm not busy. It's a big area of 15%, a big slight risk area in here. In North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Florida. You see, all these risks are in the same exact area. That's how it's gonna be That's how it's gonna be going in the next few days. So yeah. Now we are gonna go to pivot hole. We're going to switch to the southeast U.S. You got your big area of your risk right there. It's not big, but I don't know why I said that. And then you got your day 2, which is more into here. And then your day 4, which is into load in. It's taking a while to load in into this big area. So we're going to go to the forecast loop. We're going to go to the HER model, review activity to see what may happen. So tomorrow's risk, you can see a big area of a line of thunderstorms coming in, with the isolated chance of a supercell producing a tornado in this area, and a big mostly wind risk from that. And then your storms for today, you could see an isolated storm around here that could produce a tornado or two. GFS. A lot of different storms that will be heading into this area. Now we're going to look at the ingredients. We're going to look at the, oh, this is the wrong one. Oh, yeah, here. There is not much of a sheared environment, but there is a little bit more of a sheared environment tomorrow, but I'm not seeing a lot, except for on the day 2 outlook has a little bit more shear environment in this area, which you can see. But now we can go to surface and precipitation. So we're going to look at the temperature. It does. So the temperature in here does stay a good area of temperature in our risk area. It gets to 60 degrees here, 60 degrees, 60, 70. There's a good area of 60s and 70s. So pretty good area of pretty good temperatures. And then your cold front comes in for tomorrow, which does bring that line of storms to come in. Whoa. So yeah, now we're gonna look at dew points. So you got a good area. Hey, thank you. A good area of dew points. I did not mean to do that. A good area of dew points into the 60s. There's not a lot of 60s. It's really edged only to a really small area. That's why your severe risk is so tiny. But there is a good area of 60s in here. So yeah, and then for tomorrow's risk, there's definitely a higher sheared environment. And a good area. I mean, not sheared. Sorry, dew points. Oh man, it's getting my head. I'm tired and I'm sick, so I'm sorry. Now we're gonna go to not lapse rate. Well, I guess we can look at the alright. Most unstable cape. See, there's not a lot of cape out in the atmosphere today, but there's not a lot of it. That's why you might don't see a lot of storms for today. But there is some isolated areas maybe up to 1,000 joules per kilogram. But mostly pretty low. It does get higher from tomorrow's outlook. And then the next day it does get generally higher too. Bulk shear. This is what I meant to be looking at. Whoops. Oh man, this is what I meant to be looking at. I'm losing my mind right now. I'm sorry, guys. So there's not a lot of shear in the atmosphere, but there is some of it. You can see for tomorrow's outlook, there's a lot of it in for the next day. But basically, yeah. Now let's look at supercell composite. So there's not a lot of it, but there's some of it there. And then tomorrow's outlook has a lot more of it. But yeah. Now we're going to look at our winter weather for today. So we are going to switch. Let's maybe just click forecasts, and then we go to Ohio Valley, maybe? I'll do Ohio Valley first for the winter weather, and then I'll switch. Sorry about that, guys. So this is your snowstorm. They got a good area of snow in here, and then it comes over to here. It's a very fast-moving system, but does strengthen once it gets into the northeast. I'm going to go just this, and then I'll go up northeast. And you can see a good area of snowfall will come in the region, and then more rain into here. So this area could get a decent amount of snowfall over here with some heavier snow. But it's a very fast-moving storm, so not a lot of accumulation, if I could say. Now we're going to go back to the Ohio Valley region and tell you our snowfall totals from this. So this is your snowfall outlook. So I do think this area right here is in the 1, 2, 3 inch range. It's so far out, so it can change. But this areas is in the 1 to 3 inch range. I personally think. And then I think this area is in this area right here will be in actually I need to circle this better. Is in the 3 to 8 inch range. 3 to 8 inch range for this area. Oh. Now we're going to go to the northeast. Turn US. Forecast loop. Winter weather. So you see they're kind of over exaggerating this a little bit for your snowfall totals, but I do think this area right here could get a good 5 to 11 inches on the system. A big area could get something like that, but definitely not. I think they're over exaggerating a little bit for the songs, but it's so far out, so don't take my forecast very too seriously. But I hope you guys liked this video. We're going to end this for today. I can't really go much longer because I'm sick. And bye, guys.